Hello Shibu. Hello Dev. Hello Adit. Hello IRX. Hello Kulwinder. Harsimran. Hello. Welcome. Shashi TKD. Welcome. Minakshi. Hi. Welcome. We will be having Ben in a short while. So we will be starting at 7. So we can wait for 2 minutes for him. And till then I can give you a short intro of who I am. So I'm Jasmine Kaur. I'm 18-year-old international Taekwondo medalist. And apart from that, I'm also a student, a YouTuber. The name of my YouTube channel is Healthy Aging Hub Q&A Shots with Jasmine Kaur. I'm also a personal health and fitness coach, and I'm the founder CEO of a community named Healthy Aging Hub, which is basically a community helping people transforming into better versions of themselves by helping them lose weight and maintain it for the rest of their life. So I'm on a mission to help 1 million people live a lifestyle of power, freedom, and away from diseases. So just in case you want to know more about me, I'll be sharing a link with you. You can just go and check that link, and in case if you're not able to access this link, you can just go and check out my bio. The same link is right over there, and I have something special in this link. There is access to some free tips on how you can lose weight and maintain it for the rest of your life. So let me just check if Ben has just joined or not. Yes, Ben has joined. So Ben, I'm sharing a yeah. Hello, good evening, Ben.
Hey, good evening, Jasmine.
So, guys, for all those who don't know about who Ben is, he is a black belt holder in Taekwondo, and today we will be bombasting him with some exciting questions on fitness. So, he specializes in some really cool dynamic movements associated with his game, and he has a huge fan following over Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So, Ben, before we just start, I would like to thank you for giving us an opportunity for us to have you here for this interview, for this live session. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, sure.
So, also, I would like to thank each one of you who is attending this live session at this point of time, because you could have been doing any other stuff. You could have been binging on Netflix, watching YouTube videos, but still you made out time. You found this more important, and you are here. So, I would like to thank you all from bottom of my heart for being here. So now it's time to have a short intro from Ben. So Ben, we would like to know who you are and what do you actually do.
Okay, so my name is Ben Joaquin Correa. I'm from Ernakulam, Kochi district in Kerala. I'm currently learning BCom. I'm a third year student in BCom, doing BCom computer applications in St. Paul's College, Kalamsheri, NG University. My father's name is Lawrence Justin Correa, and my mother's name is Teresa Mini. I have a brother. His name is Glenn. We've been doing Taekwondo for the past 11 years now. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah, great, great. So it's an honor to have you here, and I hope all the budding players, those who have joined us today, will find this very much exciting and very much inspirational. So Ben, we would like to know, how did Taekwondo come into your life? Was there something special or some kind of special memory that started Taekwondo into your life?
Yeah, it's something very special for me because I started Taekwondo when I was in fourth standard in my school. My very first instructor came to our school, and I remember standing in front of the line. I was the very shortest one, although throughout the class. Yeah, I remember a long queue behind me, and if my memory is clear, there were almost about 100 students in our Taekwondo sessions for each classes. And the funny part is that day by day, week by week, one of them left the classes, the sessions, and they were tired of the sessions. And what happens is that it reduced to 50 to 70 students, became to 30 to 50. And I remember there were 15 students at last in the classes. By about, I think, fifth or sixth month, there were only 2 persons in the class left, and that was me and my brother. So that thing just gave me some extra boost to, go with the Taekwondo thing, and I really enjoyed the journey till now.
Wow, great. So Ben, what are you presently doing? Are you just studying or you are doing something else also?
I'm a BCom third year student right now. At the same time, talking about my studies, I'm currently studying third year. And when you're talking about my Taekwondo side, I'm an athlete as well as a coach. So I take classes in Taekwondo classes, give sessions with Taekwondo kids batches. and now it's all turned to online. We don't have any classes
Okay.
anymore right now.
Oh, right. So, Ben, how do you see yourself in the coming 5 to 10 years? What are your next plans?
Well, I have a lot of things planned, but have to reschedule and write them down and work it out. But if I'm talking about on my study side, uh, I'm looking forward. First of all, I have to complete my graduation, and after that, I'm looking forward to become a fitness trainer. Actually, do the fitness certifications, various fitness certifications like CPT, Certified Personal Trainer, Strength and
Wow, great.
Conditioning Coach. Yeah, I'm really interested to that kind of things. And if I'm talking about my Taekwondo side, that means my passionate side. uh, I would do my taekwondo classes anyway, and I'm also really into combat sports. I would be training Muay Thai, kickboxing, and I will be participating as a pro player. That's my dream.
Wow, that's great. So we can call you a all-in-one martial artist, no? Not just
Yeah,
Taekwondo, all-in-one martial artist. So Ben, I think other than Taekwondo, what are other sports that you like or have a keen interest towards?
well, I'm a really big football fan. Hala Madrid, all the Madrid fans out there. I really love Real
Great.
Madrid. Yeah, I enjoy playing football, watching it. That's the second best game I felt after taekwondo.
Wow, great. So Ben, is there any coach or you can say athlete that you look up as a role model or inspiration when it comes to Taekwondo?
Actually, I can't just pick a particular person because there are a lot of talented players and athletes, coaches out there. Well, if I'm picking one, I would go with Shin Min Chol of South Korea. He's a he's a Taekwondo martial artist from South Korea, and the main thing is does is tricking. Tricking means adding Taekwondo with flips, kicks, and everything. It's the artistic side of Taekwondo. It's not a competition.
Wow.
Even though there are competitions running around now, World Championship demonstration competitions, I think many people would have seen the Taekwondo team participating in America's Got Talent. Those videos
Yes.
getting, yeah, that video is
Definitely.
getting really viral now. So I've seen a lot of statuses with by non-taekwondo players. Sorry, not taekwondo, not non-taekwondo players. People who does not know taekwondo is also putting their statuses, and I really love watching them. And yeah, Shimin Shiol, he just got a team, entire people who just really into that passion, who loves
Yeah.
tricking, people who share the same passion, the same vibe. Yeah, in and there are lots of other athletes too. Lee Dae-hoon of South Korea and Jade Jones of Great Britain, Bianca. Yeah,
Yes.
those are some athletes I look forward to.
Yeah, so Ben, as you mentioned that you like those extraordinary skills or those dynamic movements, so we also know that your type of taekwondo, the way you execute those skills, is a lot more different from the natural taekwondo. So, how did you end up learning those extraordinary skills? I have seen you doing the tornado kicks, the 720s, 360s, 40s. So, where did you get that inspiration from? And was there something special that took you from learning ordinary skills to going on towards extraordinary ones?
Yeah, it's a very special story actually. First of all, in my point of view, we can just divide art of Taekwondo as two. You can be an athlete, a player who represents a nation, win medals, bring glory to the country. As at the same time, we can just divide the other part, and it consists of doing Taekwondo in a martial artist way. It means doing Taekwondo in a complete martial art. Although I think Taekwondo is completely turned into sport or game. Throughout these years, Taekwondo was done as a sport or game. That's why it's affiliated to Olympics. That's why our game is in the Olympics. And I would really love to learn Taekwondo as in a martial artist way. As compared to that does not mean they don't want to participate in games or sports. I really want to be a good athlete too. At the same time, I really would love to concentrate more on my demonstration of Taekwondo. That's why I'm really into. That's why I started learning tricking. Still, I am even a white belt in tricking. I have lots of things to learn and many more challenges to take. There's a story behind it actually. My very first instructor, he had given me the light to do the tricking. Actually, I didn't realize that he was building a demo team when I was younger. He would make us do things like what Korean Tigers does, all the demonstration things. I just didn't realize what we were learning. although I was just going with the flow with all the things he was teaching me. Then I realized after so many years that he was the main reason what I'm doing the things now. He does give me the
Wow.
light into the tricky.
Wow, great. So, Ben, according to you, what is the biggest challenge that athletes are facing these days?
I guess it's about the mental health issues. A lot of athletes would be struggling with mental health because, for the past 1.5 years, I guess there are no major competitions going around. Still, athletes are working really hard, trying to stay motivated, determined, although there are no competitions around, and that's a really challenging thing for all the athletes out there, for every sport, each and every sport. And
Yes, definitely.
yeah, struggling with mental health
So,
is a really bad thing.
so Ben, in such a situation, how do you keep yourself so motivated to work out every single day, keep on moving and working upon your physical strengths?
Well, sometimes I too get lost some days because we find ourselves that staying motivated and determined is not going well on some days. Those days, I try my best to get up from my bed and try to do something. I always keep moving. I don't want to stay still because we are not rocks. We have to keep moving forward. So I try to,
Definitely.
yeah. So I try my
So,
best to
Ben,
keep up with the crowd. I try my best to stand out from the crowd. I don't just want to be normal. So that's what keeps me motivated every time.
yes, definitely. And that you can say that uniqueness is something that is visible in your videos, in your content, both on Instagram as well as on Facebook. And I know that recently you have started your YouTube channel also, and you are gaining
Yeah.
a lot of subscribers. So for Ben, I would like to make a shout out. You all can go and check out his Instagram profile, go and check out his Facebook profile, and of course the YouTube channel. Do like, share, comment, follow, and subscribe to his channel because you are going to get lots of fitness content on his channel. So, Ben, our best wishes are with you. Keep going, and we know one day you will be definitely being in the world demo team for India.
Oh, thank you so
So,
much, Jasmine.
yeah, and I can see a lot of people in the comment box are giving you best wishes for your future because they know that you have a great purpose in your life and they know that you are definitely going to achieve it. So, hats off to you, Ben, to your words. They are very inspiring for each one of us. So, Ben, moving further, we would like to know what is your daily routine like? Some tips on how we can go on for our daily routine.
Well, if you're talking about training, I almost train 4 to 5 days a week. 4 to 5 days a week is my training time, and I would include strength training, mobility training, and our Taekwondo routine. Now I've started doing MMA and got into some other martial arts, just the beginner phase only. So I'm doing the basic things of that and our Taekwondo training. So that's how my routine goes. Well, I wake up at morning at 7 a.m. mostly. I don't do morning workouts actually. Mostly on Sundays I do the morning training and all. All my workout sessions are mostly on evening days.
Wow. And we also know that you and your brother Glenn, you both do have night sessions, no? You like to
Yeah.
work out late nights. So, what is
Yes.
the reason behind that?
Actually, there's no reason behind that. People can work out at any time. So that's what we are doing. We find our time, we make a peaceful time for us, no distraction around us. So that's why we are working at the night time. We start at 8:30 or 9 and go till 11 or 11:30. So that's our normal working time at night.
Wow, great. Because I know, especially in lockdown, there were many players, those who went on to change their routines from sleeping till 10 a.m. in their beds and not working out rather in the morning or in the evening. And they had the excuse that they were not having time. So I think you should learn from Ben that it's not about having time, it's about making time. Because we all have those same 24 hours and we should know how we have to utilize them. You can maybe read a nice book, you can go on for your workout schedule, have a great diet, and enjoy your day. So, Ben, that was something great for all of us. And next, we would like to know, Ben, for all these years, what is the best lesson that you have learned from Taekwondo or any of the other martial arts that you are learning?
Well, I could say that it's not about single lesson. Maybe I'll tell five things that I learned throughout these years. Well, practice gratitude. That's the most important thing. Be grateful for everything that you have instead of focusing on what you don't doesn't have. Well, that's one of the most important things that I've learned throughout these years. Learning martial arts and everything. Almost a lot of people doesn't even have what we people have, and that's a very important thing that we have to look up to. And still, those people came up to big heights rather than the people who have everything. That's what keeps me motivated most times. And the next thing I would say is find people who have the same passion as that you have. That's a very important thing. Having people around you which shares the same ideas, the vibe, who shares the same energy as you is a very important thing. Because those people are the people who's gonna make push you out of your comfort zone and get the best out of you. So I would really so I have real some persons around me, kind of that persons, and I really love those kind of people. And the next thing I would say would is uh, uh, so there are a lot of things actually. Overthinking,
Well,
yeah,
yeah. So till you
overthinking.
are remembering the next point, I would like to repeat the points for each one of us.
Hmm.
The number one point was gratitude.
Yeah,
Have gratitude for the persons, those who are supporting you, who are always there behind your back, who are helping you, because you are not a one-man army. You have lots of hands who are helping you, supporting you throughout your life, whether it be in your personal relationships or whether it's be in your sports life. And second one, what Ben mentioned was find people with same passion, same desires, same willpower. Because either if you are going to have friends, those who are going to pull you back, you are obviously going to go back. And if they are pushing you harder, motivating you on every single step, we are going to move further and achieve success in a short time span. And the third point was something which I really liked: get out of your comfort zones. So obviously we need to get out of our comfort zones, and hats off, Ben. I really get inspired by these words. So, do you want to add something else to the list?
well, I was going to say about overthinking. Action speed louder than words. We know that famous quote, right? Because only
Yes.
action can make the difference. If you're a person who's thinking a lot and not doing any action, rather than a person who's compared to that of talking less and making more moves, that's the person who's gonna be successful.
Wow, great. So, I remember a wonderful quote. They say, fire first and aim second. Because when you're firing, you know where you have to look. But if you're
Yeah.
finding a way, a place, single spot where you have to look, you will be, what we say, you will be sitting in overthinking, what should I do? Where should I aim? So, this is the most important point I must say amongst all the 4 points that Ben mentioned, that you need to stop overthinking. So, great, Ben. And moving further, I would like to go on by the last question from my side, and then will be asking the audience if they want to ask you some questions. So then the last question is, what challenges did you come across in getting to where you are at today? So what were the challenges?
Well, there were a lot of challenges, financial problems, mental health issues, physical issues, and most of all, injuries. I had a lot of injuries when practicing for the game and everything that I'd done. That I realized that I was making so many mistakes, getting into more injuries, not taking enough rest, working out more. Then I had to see many doctors for curing my. I had ACL ligament injury, neck pain, neck injuries, wrist ankle injury, and there were a lot of injuries I had to go through. Almost, I think every elite athletes and each and every athletes are going through a lot of injuries. Staying ahead and looking out for your vision is the best thing that you can do throughout these things.
Yes, definitely. And I also know many athletes, they would rather push their bodies too hard when they are injured and they would not take proper rest. So what do you have to say in that case, Ben?
Well, I would suggest to take rest, hear what your doctor is saying, because it's not about doing at that a time the thing at the same time. We have to focus on our vision completely, and we have to put more work to get to our vision, not just get injured and stop our game.
Wow, great. So, Ben, apart from doing taekwondo, martial arts, sports, do you have some other creative hobbies also? Singing, dancing, or something else?
Well, talking about hobbies, yeah, normal things, singing, dancing, and all. I'm really into combat sports. I would really love to get into combat sports. That would be my second thing after Taekwondo.
Wow, great, great. So Ben, now let me just ask the audience who is going live with us. So friends, in case you want to ask any questions from Ben, you can let us know in the Q&A area. Yes. So we have a question coming that what are your training schedules like? Like you already mentioned, 4 to 5 times you work out. But if we go specific, you said you do cardio, strength, and mobility. So what do you suggest for the budding players? Should they go on for 1 day strength, 1 day cardio, 1 day mobility that way, or something else?
Well, I would suggest anyway, strength training for 2 days a week, mobility training for one or two as per our requirements, and the game, which athlete are you doing or which game are you performing, do the game workouts for the other weeks
Yes,
and
great.
include a lot of many workouts in between.
Wow, great. So Ben, there is a question coming. It is being asked by Adip. He's asking. Uh, As you mentioned, you are a coach. If any of your trainee faces a game fear and he faces major injury, what will you suggest for him?
Injuries.
Yes, suppose he is asking, as you are a trainer and you have lots of kids whom you are training. So if one of them is having a fear of competition, let's say, and he is injured, so what would you like to suggest him?
Well, I would try to motivate him as much as I can and bring him back to the game. And if he loves fighting or loves Pumse, I would make him concentrate. If he's a person who loves to do Pumse, I would make him train Pumse more and makes him fighting in between. And if he's a player who's really into fighting, I would make him concentrate on the competition theory side. And if he's then interested in Pumse, I would make him do Pumse. Well, that would be I'd be doing.
Wow, great. So Ben, I also believe that people think that Taekwondo is all about having some strength. And do you think it's all about strength? How we need to have some other values also when we are in the battlefield?
Well, it's all about sportsmanship and friendship. Just enjoy the game, and you're almost there. You just have to be at the game presently in your mind. Just enjoy the game, enjoy what you're doing, love what you're doing. Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Wow, great. So let me just check if there is. Okay, so let me just welcome the people, those who have just joined. So hello Dixon, hello Alex, hello. Okay, we have. Hello Sriraj, hello Solar PCs, hello Science. Then we have hello Kulwinder, hello AK Singh, hello Harsimran. Then we have hello Glenn. We have a lot of people. So let me just check if they have some questions for you, Ben. So in case if you have, they all are giving you best wishes, Ben, for your future, for the missions that you have in your life. So in case if any of the questions were missed, I would like you to again retype them in the comment box so that we can ask him those questions. Hello Nikhil, hello Sriraj, hello Vaishnavi. They all are big fans of yours. So I would like to again make a shout out for Ben. Go follow him on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You will get lots of fitness content on his channel, his social media platforms. So go follow him, like him, and subscribe to his channel. So by the time, I would also like to introduce myself to the people, those who don't know who I am. So my name is Jasmine Kaur. I'm 18-year-old international Taekwondo athlete. I am also a student, YouTuber. The name of my YouTube channel is Healthy Aging Hub Q&A Shots with Jasmine Kaur. I'm also a personal health and fitness coach and also the founder CEO of a community named Healthy Aging Hub, which is basically a community with more than 2,000 people, satisfied people, I must say, those who are losing weight and maintaining them for the rest of their lives. And presently, I'm on a mission to help 1 million people live a lifestyle of power, freedom, and away from diseases. So, just in case if you resonate with this message, go and check out my profile. You will be getting lots of information, lots of free access links on how you can lose weight and maintain it for the rest of your life. So, let me just share the links to Ben's social media accounts and mine. So, just give me a second. So yes, I am back, and let me just share the links to my social media platforms and of course Ben's social media platforms. And here you go. So just in case if you are not able to access these links, what you can do is you can go and check out Ben's profile. You'll find the same link over there, and you will also find the same link on my bio. And if you are looking for that free link for free tips, go and click on that link. The top heading would be 3 secrets, the free tips, and you can go and access them. So let me just check again if there are any other questions if you want to ask from Ben. So Hmm, yeah, I cannot see any other questions. So, Ben, it was a great privilege and honor to have you here online with us. So, thanks for being here. Thanks for making time for me and the community. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jasmine.
So, and also I would like to thank each one of you for being here with us live, because without you, this live session would have not been possible. So thank you very much for being here, and stay tuned for the next live session. This week we will be having Mahi Baldev and Ramanjit Singh. Both of them are Taekwondo players, and Mahi especially also likes to do cycling, and we would like to love to hear from those both budding players. So watch out for our next live sessions. So till then, stay safe, stay home, stay fit. Bye bye. Good evening. Bye, Ben.
Yes, bye, Jasmine.